why most PE and M&A firms are invisible to business owners, and also here's how to fix it. So you have to understand, most PE and M&A firms are invisible to business owners, meaning they lose deals before they even start. The only way this doesn't apply is if you're getting referrals, brokers, whatever it is, right? Here's a reality check. If a business owner searches, how to sell my business, does your firm show up? Or if a seller is scrolling social media, does your firm appear in their feed? If an owner is thinking about selling, you should be the first firm that comes to mind. And if you don't, then there is a lot of missed opportunities. And obviously, it depends on industry and everything like that. But if you're not, depending on industry and location, then this is really how we're going to fix it. So just so you know, these are some previous results, just some screenshots we have on hand from the last 3 months. So there's a bit of Q4 and Q1 in there. 77 LOIs and 13 contracts. We've had like 6 or 7 business closings this month. From March to now. So it's working really, really well in terms of results. And again, it's because we are making sure we are getting put in front of business owners when they are looking to sell. So relying only on brokers and referrals. These are passive, unpredictable, and highly competitive. It's just not going to work out. Cold outreach isn't enough. Sellers don't trust firms they've never heard of. And who likes being cold called? Basically no one. You have no digital presence for the most part. You have no organic content, I'm sure, which means no credibility. You have no paid ads, meaning no inbound deal flow, and no SEO, no visibility in Google searches. Result, by the time a firm hears about a deal, multiple other buyers already know about it and they're contacting them. But there is a way to show up first and also how to have them contact you directly instead of being posted on all these sites and everywhere else. So I'm going to take you through it step by step. Step 1 is you have to build a strong organic presence or at least have an organic presence. Content creates trust. Business owners trust brands they see consistently. Think of any big brand, think of how much they spend on marketing, on commercials, paid ads like Meta ads and Google ads, everything like that. It's because they're literally building trust. So then in the case of like Pepsi or Coke, it's just a natural thing when they're rolling through the grocery store. They're trying to have them pick out Coke or Pepsi, depending on who's advertising versus the competitor. It's just building trust, right? So this is what to post. Really, you can kind of post market trends and valuations, case studies, past acquisitions, insights into the selling process. Posting things that are informative goes a long way because it builds credibility and trust. You shouldn't only be pushing sales. You should also be pushing other factors that these people and these business owners might be interested in. That's where kind of lead magnets can come in handy, where you do like playbooks and basically creating like, a 10 to 20 page doc of information that this business owner should be looking for when selling a business. That's the kind of stuff you want to be looking at and what to post. And where to post, it should be Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn for direct engagement. You should be doing blog posts to rank on Google. And if you can, YouTube for in-depth credibility, kind of like the video I am posting right now, right? We follow our strategies. Step 2 behind this is running paid ads for direct seller targeting. So in the case of Google ads, if you are looking to, again, build credibility and get shown in front of the right people at the right times, you need to be advertising constantly. So Google ads captures business owners actively searching for answers like how to sell my business, best M&A firms, what's my business worth, things of that nature you want to show up for, and that can be done through Google ads. And then meta ads are great for targeting sellers before they even start the process or are actively seeking for the process, meaning they're actively seeking a sale. Because the big issue we've seen with business owners is a lot of them don't know who to contact to sell a business. That's just plain and simple. I mean, we ran a report on some of that data set that we have here. 60-ish% of these were off market. So clearly that's true. Meta tracks business ownership and engagement signals, and then targeted ads educate sellers early, positioning your firm first. And it does work. The targeting works. We just posted another video about as far as how meta targeting works, so go check that out. But if you're looking for a specific industry or whatever it is, trust me, with the right strategy, meta can reach them, even though their options aren't directly targetable. And these are examples of some ads. So these two are, meta ads. This is an example of just a Google ad in this case. And these get put in front of the right people because you have to think. If you have a pizza shop, this comes across your feed, you're going to click on it. And then that signals back to Meta that this is the audience they're looking for. Ads continue to show to that people. Case of home service, same thing. Go ahead and watch the other video. I talk a little bit more in depth there. Step 3, retargeting and lead nurturing. Not every seller is ready today, but they will be soon. So email and SMS campaigns, these are important. They keep firms top of mind until sellers are ready. So having email flows, where you just tell them more about your firm, create credibility, share testimonials, talk about the process. That keeps them, in the flow. And then SMS automations help with contacting leads quickly. And then retargeting ads, these are good. They follow sellers with valuable content until they engage. Meta naturally retargets users. Also, you can run retargeting ads on Google too, but it's not as big of an importance until you have a big enough audience size. So you shouldn't focus on this until you're running a lot of big marketing dollars towards your ads, because again, these platforms will naturally retarget users until they convert. So these are a little step-by-step. Step 1 is optimize your firm's website for search and lead capture. A lot of firms' websites are outdated. You need to make sure your website is up to code and up to date with the best strategies. So you need to have a strong hero section. You need to have a clear value statement and why they should choose your firm. You should have a lot of different call to actions throughout the site, making things clear, all the right information, talking about who you work with, and just building credibility. Then you need to start a content strategy focused on seller education and building credibility within your own firm and within the marketplace. Then you can launch Google and Meta ad campaigns for deal sourcing. And keep in mind, this can go to step 2 and they can go hand in hand. I'm not saying you need a big content strategy in order to post on to start running ads on Meta and Google and LinkedIn and all these other channels. It just helps, right? That's all it does. It just helps the process. And then step 4 is set up retargeting and lead nurturing sequences, so then you can make sure you are nurturing your leads to maximize the amount of leads that come in, right? You don't want to waste money, and that's what that helps with. So just big key takeaway of this is the firms winning today aren't chasing deals. They're getting in front of sellers early, and that whenever that seller is looking to actually sell, that firm is the first thing that comes across their mind, and they contact them directly, which ultimately decreases acquisition costs, right? Because there's not a lot of competition. It increases your exclusivity to the seller. And not to mention, there is a million other benefits of paid ads in this whole marketing strategy, especially on the long term, right? Think of it as a longer play. Think a year, 2, 3, 5 years of running ads, content, all of this, you're going to dominate. The best example of this is Alex Hormozi and acquisition.com, where they go so heavy on content, you don't need to go that hard, but it's so important. So that is it. Let us know if you have any questions or anything like that down below. But I just wanted to share these insights and kind of have a little mindset shift as far as what you should be attacking instead of going after the old ways of acquiring leads and whatnot.